Hi guys, this is Kata and it has been ages since I last made a video, but the reason for that is that I haven't really been reading a lot lately, so when I don't read I don't feel like making book and reading related videos either. So anyways, in this video I'm going to show you all the books I read in March, which is not a lot, so this is not going to be too long of a video, but let's get started. The first book I read was Endless Night by Kresley Cole, and this is the second book of the something of Arcana. It's the sequel to Poison Princess, which I have read in February. And I like Poison Princess and I liked Endless Night, but I still don't really feel connected to this series. But I think I'm still going to read the third book, but I gave Endless Night 4 stars. It's like 3.5/4 stars. For me, the story didn't really go into the direction that I was thinking, and which is fine, but just when I got used to the story and the characters, then it changed. So it was a good book, not my favorite, but I still want to read the third book. The next book I read was Altered by Jennifer Rush, and I actually read this book in an ebook format, but then I decided to pick it up in a physical form, and this cover is just so gorgeous. I know this was one of the reasons why I wanted a physical copy, because it's just so gorgeous. But I don't know how I would categorize this book, but it's kind of sci-fi-ish for me, but it's also young adult, of course, and I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4.5 stars just because, I don't know, it wasn't quite a 5 stars read, but it was really good and fast-paced and action-packed. And even though in this book there is one girl and 4 guys, and I wanted her with another guy than who she kinda ends up with. But anyways, in this book there are just so many twists and turns that I did not see coming, and that's weird because most of the time I kinda can see how the story will go, but in this I was like, what the fuck? And yeah, there are some moments in this that, oh my god, and I cannot wait to read the second book, which I think is already out, so I should read that. And then I reread a book which was Bully by Penelope Douglas, and this is a new adult book which I adore, and I gave it 5 stars again. And the reason why I reread this book is because I wanted to read the sequel, or is it like 1.5 book? So it's in the guy's point of view. But anyways, as I said, Bully is a new adult book, and it's a very frustrating one because it's kind of hard to love the main male character, because you can't really understand his motives and why he does the things that he does, and it's just so frustrating. But it's one of my favorite new adult books, and yeah, it was just great for the second time as well. Anyways, it's basically, there's this girl and boy, and they used to be best friends, but then one summer the guy comes back from his father and he starts to ignore this girl, and that would be fine-ish, but he also starts to bully her and pick on her every chance he gets, and she doesn't understand what changed and what happened, and it's all the drama, and I love it so much. So it was a 5-star read again. And then I read the book in the guy's point of view, and what I loved is that it's not really a repeat of Bully, because it has a lot of other scenes and just previous scenes, and I love that because you get some new stuff too, so you are not bored with it. And so obviously I gave it 5 stars as well, and it was so good to get into Jared's head, because even though I still kinda don't understand him, and I'm like, I just want to slap his face because he's an idiot, but it was good to see how he would reason with his behavior and stuff like that. So I really recommend you this series, I guess, kinda companion novels thingy, if you love new adult books and if you love a lot of angst, because this has some angst in it, which I love. And in March I was kinda in a contemporary new adult mood, and I also decided to reread another book which is one of my favorites, and it is The Sea of Tranquility by Katja Millet. And oh my god, I read this book 2 years ago. It started to be very popular on Goodreads, so I decided to give it a try, and it's amazing. I mean, it has got a slow start, but actually I was really okay with that. I mean, I know a lot of people are complaining that it was very, very slow, which I agree with, but it didn't seem that slow to me, and this story is just beautiful. And I wouldn't really categorize this as new adult because there aren't a lot of scenes that would qualify this as new adult, and it's the characters are still in high school, so I don't know. But this book is about a girl called Nastia, and something has happened in her life, and after that she decided that she just won't talk anymore, basically, and she moves to this new town and she wants to leave her past behind. But of course it doesn't happen quite like that, because she meets a guy and she feels unexpectedly drawn to, I guess. And I don't know, I just love it so much. I mean, the writing in this is just so beautiful, and I just cannot wait until this author comes out with another book, because this was amazing. It's like a 6 stars read for me, and I recommend this to all of you if you love contemporary and if you just like reading and books, basically. So I finished The Sea of Tranquility on the 18th of March, and after that I haven't read anything at all. I mean, I read because I started about 4 books, but I just couldn't really get into either of those. I don't know, my mind was just not capable of reading, and I just hate it so much because I wanted to read, but nothing kept my interest, and it's so weird. I think my problem was that I was in such a contemporary mood, and I started reading like fantasy and all that stuff, and I should have just read a contemporary book. But yes, after the 18th, I haven't read anything, so that's why I only read 5 books, but at least those 5 books were really amazing, and I recommend all of them to you. And let me know what you have read in March and which was your favorite book, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.